out because our section was taken. So, what is it? Well, one thing that it is that it's the best made for mobile service of 2007 at the Global Mobile Awards. That was pretty fucking cool because that was like 2 weeks ago, and we got a big award for it. I didn't get to go to Barcelona, but my boss did. So I don't know. That doesn't seem a lot of sense to me. Anyway, what is it though? Today we're going to talk about all the mobile features specifically, and as I was going through the list, I started to think that actually this doesn't have a lot to do with Flash, so maybe you can admit, I hope that's okay with you guys, but the whole front end of the site is Flash, and then we're just talking about some mobile stuff, and that's not exactly Flash. So let's take a look at some of the mobile features. We have 10 films for delivery on mobile. These were 10 original films that were shot with like directors and sets and like the whole bit. And they went out on location and they spent lots of money on these films. And they have 10 directors from around Canada who are fairly well known, like Mark McKinney and Trent. What's his name? Trent Carlson, thank you, and Don McKellar and a couple other people. Then there's an interactive confessions area where you can upload video, images, and text from your cell phone, and then they will appear on the website. And we'll go through that a little bit. And then another section is you can send an e-card to a cell phone, so you can go onto the site. It's all in Flash, and you can drag and drop stuff and put things in it and stuff. And then you can send it to somebody's cell phone, and it'll show up on the cell phone. And you don't need Flash on your cell phone, and it'll work. And then there's also a polling system via SMS, which we put on, so it's a seductive poll, and you get a weekly question, and we're going to go through that as well. So if you guys have any questions, like just shout them out as we're going along, but I'm going to keep going because we have a lot of stuff to cover and I don't want to go too long. Basically though, we have 10 films, and going down. So this is the main site, basically, what we did was we have 10 films, as I said, and they're done by directors. And these films, it's important to note that the main target area for these films was cell phones. Okay, so what we did was the films are shot with that in mind, the frame rates, the motion, the size of the video, the close-ups, the size of the cell phone that you're watching it on. All those kind of things were taken into consideration when making these videos. Okay, and where are we at here? This thing. And here's one of the videos. Okay, but also these videos were also packaged up for a half-hour broadcast on CBC. Okay, go to the site and see video. That wasn't me, by the way. But they were packaged up for a half-hour broadcast on CBC and on Bravo, and also the films individually were premiered around at different film festivals around the world. So that was pretty interesting as well. And then, of course, you can watch them online, and you can also go to your video page on your Rogers content or your Simpatico content page and see the videos and download them and stuff. And then we have a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't really think that's just stuff about the films and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, most of this I think I've already covered in that little blurb. As I said, the primary target, delivery target is cell phones, which I think is kind of interesting to have a project that's entirely shot for, like the video shot for mobile. We had about 1,000 downloads per month over the last 6 months.
What do you mean 1,000 downloads? Is that 1,000 people who watch movies or download the...
1,000 views per month on their cell phones.
Of the videos.
Of the videos. Right.
So about 100 views of each movie.
Theoretically, yeah. You know, I mean, there are some skews in because you have to select each one individually, right? But they're about between 2 and 4 minutes long each, depending on which film it is, including credits and all that kind of stuff. But the main storyline of the video is about 2 minutes each. Now this is in the Canadian market, about 1,000 downloads a month. We spent a shitload of money on this project, and we're getting 1,000 downloads a month. which is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it's actually one of the highest numbers that Quick Play, who's our partner on this project, like they're like really excited about these numbers, right? Okay, meanwhile, some schmuck who shot a video for nothing on a $10 video camera that he bought on eBay and posted up on YouTube, you know, of him pretending to masturbate or something like that, is getting 300 million views, right, in like a weekend. So I don't know, it's just kind of, I'm gonna move on because I'm gonna cry. I keep thinking about that. Okay.
One more time.
Right, you did tell me about that. Okay, so see, I've jumped ahead of myself on this one. So again, one of the things that we had to talk to the directors about, and this is kind of like where you get outside of the media that you're building for. Like we're all used to working with computers and that kind of stuff, but now we're telling the directors how to build stuff, content, how to build content for what we need, right? So we're trying to tell them like it's going to be this small. You're not on a big screen. You're not on television. Don't take the camera and go like this because it's not going to compress very well, and get nice and close up on people and all that kind of stuff. So there was a whole bunch of things to consider like that that were kind of frustrating because we would get back edits from the videos and they were just wrong for compressing for a cell phone. There was a lot of issues there, so we had to go back, and audio levels were different because you're listening to it on a really minute speaker with low fidelity, and you're not listening onto a 5.1 surround sound system and all that kind of stuff. So, and there was like quick cuts where it was like boom, 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 they were cutting. So another issue with the films is the difference between the aspect ratio with 4:3 and 16:9. Everybody's shooting in 16:9 right now. I mean, that's just what they love to shoot in because it's nice widescreen and all that. Looks great on DVDs, looks great on high-def television. Guess what? I don't have a widescreen phone yet, although I guess the iPhone's coming out, but not yet. So it's not widescreen phone, so we have to tell them, hey, look, all that content on the sides, you're not going to see that. So don't shoot there. And then we would get people who shot there, and then they're like, we have to do the whole pan and scan thing and edit the film, and it's really more time consuming, all that kind of stuff. Where if they had just listened to us in the first place, then it would have been a lot easier. But at the same time, we still did have to edit the video for 4:3 for this, but then a 16:9 version because we were broadcasting on Bravo and we were premiering in film festivals. Film screens were widescreen, so they wanted to show a widescreen version. Why would you show a standard def version when you have a widescreen? So a whole bunch of things to consider there. Okay, am I going too fast for anybody? Okay, because we got a bunch of stuff. Ask questions if you want. So right now, what I'm going to talk about is getting your videos onto cell phones available to consumers. Okay, and this is called the deck. All right, and what that means is basically this refers to the video page available to subscribers of cell phones, such as Rogers and Simpatico and that kind of stuff. So when you go to your phone, you go entertainment, video, and you're navigating through their pre-populated content. This is called the deck, and what that means is that they've got it set up so that that video can be downloaded to your phone. That video can be downloaded to your phone for a particular preset rate. Okay. Whereas if you're downloading a video clip, let's say it's, I don't know, something small like a meg and a half, right? Sean, what does a meg and a half worth of content cost on your phone? He was playing with Google Maps about 2 months ago and got nailed for $220 bill for looking at, I don't know, Kazakhstan or something like that? Iraq. He was trying to rob sensitive. Anyway, so my point is that a 1.5 meg video clip, okay, would cost me like $25 to download on my cell phone if I was outside of the deck. But if I'm lucky and I play nice with Rogers and I get them to put my video clip on the deck, which basically means I have to sleep with them, then they will allow subscribers to download it for a preset rate of like 75 cents. But then I can also do something else, which is add more money, add a feed to it. So I can say you can download the video for $2.50 now, plus your preset rate of your data plan. So you get $2.50 plus 75 cents, which means as a content producer, when you download my video for $2.50, I'll get, if I'm lucky, $1. Okay. Now we got 1,000 downloads a month for 6 months. It's $2,000. I think the budget for one of those videos was like, I don't know, $100K for one video. So, woohoo! This is where I'd like to thank the Bell New Media Fund and Telefilm. Thank you very much. And then also, only subscribers can view the deck from their own carrier. So if you're on Simpatico and we've made an arrangement to put the videos up on Simpatico and I'm on Rogers, I can't see those videos. So it's all very like hush-hush and whatever. Okay? And
is that always an exclusive arrangement?
It doesn't need to be exclusive, no. It's whatever you arrange with them, right? And it's very much a, like, you really have to get in bed with these carriers because they control it, okay? And their deck, because you're dealing with a WAP screen is very small, and they only want to show so many videos. So, like, talk about being above the fold on a web page. Well, my fold on a cell phone is like this big, so they only have room for so many videos. So they want to make sure that the videos that they're putting up there are very important. Which is why Simpatico, even after 6 months of the project running, Simpatico is now taking our videos down, even though we were giving them away for free. Anyway, okay, so so there's limited space on the deck. So that's an interesting way of looking at how you can put video out there. Because if I just put a video clip up on my webpage and I tell people to go to my webpage on their cell phone and they download that video clip, they're going to be paying $25 for that clip to Rogers, and I get. Were you paying attention? Nothing. Okay. All right. So videos are fixed subject to. Okay, I already did that bit. Okay. Okay. Blah blah blah. Very expensive. Okay. On-deck videos allow for revenue splitting, so I get some of that money from the $2.50 that Rogers set up as a cost. And of course, who gets the rest? Rogers. Somebody paying attention right there. Okay, so now I'm going to pass it over to Matt Fisher. Let's have a big round of applause for Matt Fisher.
All right. So basically, the interactive end of this website, we needed something that the users could actually go to with their mobile phones and online, and where we could house all this information. So we came up with the idea for a confession section. You can get a rough idea of what we actually created as an interface for it by just looking here. We needed a place where content was always updating, but you could always get to it easy. So we just created like a faux 3D environment where the images are coming at you, and then you have the ability to click on them and interact with them. So we'll just filter them down to mobile results, since that's what we're dealing with right now. And the mobile aspect really focuses on the text and images, but mostly video. So here's a text. So somebody will text message to the short code 77455. Once we get that request from the SMS, it makes it into flash vector text, and that's what you see on the screen. Now, as you can see, we also have the video. This is a little more tedious, and this is what we're going to be kind of talking about in this confession section. So you see that we have the different units. So, confessions from a cell phone. As I said before, we're handling text, images, and video. Now, we all have to handle them in different ways because of some limitations that we're having with carriers. Being that you can't send a video to a short code, it just won't work with the MMS services. And MMS, for anybody that doesn't know, is SMS being the text, sending text files, MMS being video and images, so more multimedia. So we couldn't do this, so we had to figure out a way that we could interact, because the cell phones, being that this was a mobile service, we needed the cell phones to be able to connect to the website, and we needed this information to be able to be sent from the cell phone. So to solve this problem, we had to, I'm going to skip a couple things here. We had to move to email. So every cell phone can send information to an email address, so that's how we were going to handle all the video and images. So once that email is sent out from the cell phone, our systems will parse the message, auto-receive the attachment that's attached to that MMS message, and take that information and display it on our confessions wall as need be. So that's basically how that's working, and how we kind of had to jump some hurdles and go around some bends to be able to get it to work. Because again, the content providers were just not working the way we want it to work in probably the most efficient way.
Do you do any moderation before it goes up?
No, that's the one thing that we chose. Now we had that opportunity. Obviously, we could forward all those to a moderator, send them to an email inbox. But no, we skipped that step. It's unmoderated. Being that the site is adult oriented, being it's seductive films and everything, we felt we'll leave it unmoderated. It's getting posted to the website, but we do have the ability to flag anything that's posted in that confession section, so users can flag them. That'll get sent to an actual moderator who's just checking flags. If it needs to be taken down, it can be taken down. We have an admin interface to deal with all that. So moving on,
Can we send a text message to the
actually,
site right now?
We'll send a text message to the website right now. James will do
Okay, so I need a short message that somebody is willing to confess.
something short so he doesn't have to sit here for 15 minutes.
Typing on my 25-key cell phone. Rick, what do you got to say?
Somebody confess something.
James is sexy.
That's about in line with what I was going to say.
All right, James.
Okay, so while he's doing this, I'll kind of explain what's going on here. Because of short codes, I'll explain short codes just in case anybody doesn't understand what they are. A short code is when you see advertisements everywhere and you see text, whatever, to a couple numbers, that's the short code. And basically it's just a short code for people to, for the clients to be able to recognize a number easily and not having to be sent something to an 800 number, yada, yada, yada.
So you can verify that that's what I've typed in. Okay.
Our short code is 77455. And then after that, in the body of the message that he's sending, he'll first write spill, the word spill, S-P-I-L-L, space. The instructions are on the website, so people actually know what they're doing. And then he's going to include his message.
Oh!
Okay, send.
What does this say?
So,
This says, thanks for participating. You will be charged 50 cents for your confession.
alright, so now
This is my work's phone, by the way. It's not my okay.
this is the live site right now, so this is... So we'll hop in here. Let's see what happens here.
That'll be the first text. Just hang on a second. Oh.
James is sexy.
Can you flag that one?
We'll be sure to take that down later.
Okay.
Alright, so basically, yeah, we just proved that it actually does work. And it's really fast, so, and there you go. So we'll move on past the confessions now that you get an idea of what that actually is. Okay, so then the other big section of the website, which James is going to show off, was the e-card section. Let's see, we'll go to it here.
So do I have to watch it up there?
Yeah.
Okay, well here, just let me... Okay, so basically this is an e-card generator. Now, everybody is probably familiar with e-cards and all that kind of stuff, so that's not really what's going on here, right? But what, again, the focus tonight is all the mobile components of this application. So what I want to do is show how this works mobile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an e-card, and I'm not very good at these because, I don't know, I'm not very...
Notice the pre-rendering. It's a nice effect.
So let's get some lipstick out there. Everybody loves lipstick. You know, not really like all. I mean, it's the e-card thing is not that.
It has some cool technology.
I like it. I mean, I like it. Another
Zoom.
I'm not an e-card kind of person, right?
Make,
you know what I mean?
make one of the images really big so we can show the dual image.
Okay.
The image will keep its quality because we're actually using two images.
Okay, so I like that. I mean, that's my artistic quality, talent. Okay, and I'm gonna send this to a friend, and oh, what's that up there? I can send it to somebody's email, or I can send it to their mobile phone. That's pretty cool, right? Okay. What's my name?
Send it to your phone.
Send it to my phone.
I don't have to a text message.
Get a $200 bill. Thanks, James.
James, what's my email? James at marblemedia.com, something like that. What's my phone number? What's that? Now I'm going to send it to my phone, okay?
Excited.
So,
I mean that. Writing this down.
okay. So now, the one thing is that you do need to pick your friend's country because of the way that SMS works, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to tell you how to change this. All right. And then I'm going to wait while we send you your card and we. Okay, and then in a few seconds, depending on how long it takes for the SMS engine, we're using ClickItSend. Oh,
Hey, it works.
Wait, it hasn't worked yet. It goes a mobile e-card from James. Go to URL. So I get an SMS with an embedded URL that I can click on, and it's going to download this image. I really hope. I tested this afternoon, and I was like, hey, this works. Okay. Saved in pictures and phone memory used now. Yes, I want to view it.
There it is.
And there's the
Yeah, right there. There you go.
there's the thing. Okay.
Excellent.
So I'm sorry I don't have like a thing for everybody to look at it, but I'll just pass my phone around. But I promise you'll give it back to me. So there's the image, and you can see that no tricks, nothing up my sleeve. So anyway, if you're interested in seeing it, come on up and talk to me later. Okay?
Hey James, were you about to say you're using ClickItSell to do
Yeah.
your SMS?
Yeah.
How you found working with them?
ClickItSell rocks. Okay, it's the cheapest way to
Well,
send
let's
out
go to my
SMS
next point,
messages
then.
to yourself.
Thanks for running that.
So, oh yeah, I'm still on or not? So basically, if anyone's interested in how we did this, basically what we did is we had a whole bunch of images on in the Flash thing, and they were all dynamically loaded. And then what I did is I saved all the position and the rotation and the scale of that as a big long string, and then I send that out to a PHP script. And on the server, you notice that we have all predefined images, right? This is the trick to making this work, is that we have all those images on the server, right? And so then I take PHP and I apply the GD library, image library, and I do all the stuff, and I basically recreate all of those images on the fly as one JPEG, and then I send that, save that up to the server, send out the SMS. Okay? Now, I'm not even going to mention the last one, polls.
Okay. All right. So like the last thing that we were going to cover here in the mobile categories is the polls. So on the website we have this really simple poll. True or false, it changes weekly, really simple. So what we needed is to move this polling application to the mobile standard as well. So we started off with SMS user sign up. So people with our same short code 77455, people text poll, and boom, they get a nice handy little message that says that they're going to start paying 50 cents every message. So
Gotta make money.
After they sign up, they get their weekly poll that is posted online, sent to their phone, which they can then answer. And again, it's 50 cents a week. And so that's a really simple SMS application that got put on the mobile part of the website. So, finalizing everything up, the things that we pretty much learned on this project, SMS is cheap, but short codes are very expensive. Revenue is not easily generated on a production level. And ClickItSell is a great service for sending an SMS. I suggest that anybody just check out their website. Capturing the MMS attachments is not fun. And that's pretty much it.
Yay!